right, we're getting things started here in the second round of our 155-pound tournament. Both of these guys obviously coming off victories in the first round. Keith Krikorian out of 10th Planet Freaks. And on the other side, we have Alex Hernandez of Tennessee Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Keith looks to sit guard, and Alex kind of goes in on a flying triangle armbar position off of the butterfly guard of Keith Krikorian. That was a really interesting. I'm not even sure what Keith did there, to be completely honest, but that was impressive. Keith looking to entertain here. He's got some flying entries. It looks like he's in on a calf slice attempt here. With all kinds. Now he's got an outside heel hook attempt. He's not quite able. It looks like he doesn't quite have control. Oh, he does have control of the knee line as he rolls back through to the opposite side. And we're back on the feet. Alex Hernandez out of danger. We're going to reset things here in the middle. Keith Krikorian trying to get our audience here. We have a very friendly audience that's they're engaged in the action, but they're maybe too engaged and not really giving us much noise here. Not that that's a problem. You'll notice a lot of Japanese crowds are very quiet. They're very educated on the sport, and when they see something they like, that's when they're going to give you a little bit of a clap and a few noises. So maybe we can start to see a little bit of that here tonight. And we're back on the feet. Keith looking to peel that wrist off of his head and maybe work into a Russian tie position. Keith Krikorian sporting the sub-only rash guard, something that we obviously support heavily. Keith's looking for a leg entanglement here, but once again doesn't quite have the knee line under control or secured. And Alex looking to invert and kind of now we're resetting the position. Nice little snap down there from Alex Hernandez, but looks like it might have put him in trouble here. Alex is keeping his legs together, which is actually making it hard for Keith to thread his foot through the middle there, which would isolate the leg and allow him to finish a heel hook. So interesting set of defense there from Alex Hernandez. Very effective. Looking to invert and kind of get in deeper on that leg entanglement. Like I said, he's right at about the knee line. He doesn't quite have the elevation of his hips that he needs to control that position, but he's certainly attempting. We're seeing a lot of action from our returning 155-pound champion, Keith Krikorian. Keith with a beautiful entry from the bottom of side control into an armbar. It's something that I've seen him do many times in the past. Those of you that watched the Jiu-Jitsu Kumite put on by Bruce Seck down in Houston, Texas. Last year they held a 155-pound tournament, and Keith actually went against one of our other participants, Pierre-Olivier Leclerc, out of TriStar, and utilized a similar entry into an armbar off the bottom of side control. Not a position that you're typically seeing people attack armbars, so really interesting to see and exciting to see from our 155-pound champion, Keith Krikorian. As he returns here in an attempt to claim his second title as subspectrum champion. He was our initial 145-pound champion and took our 155-pound title as well before losing his 145-pound title to Damian Anderson, who trains out in New Jersey. He is a student of the great Gary Tonin and trains at Brunswick Jiu-Jitsu and also with the group up at Renzo Gracie Academy with John Donaher. So to say that we have some special athletes here tonight would be an understatement. Getting a little noise from the crowd here in attendance. A little bit over 5 minutes left here in the first match of our second round in the 155-pound tournament. Alex looked like he had a pretty strong attempt on a heel hook there, but I think it's going to take something really serious to submit the 155-pound champion, Keith Krikorian. He has come all the way from Southern California, and he wants to walk away with that $2,000. crowd here appreciating the action. Just under 5 minutes left here. Alex Hernandez looking to pass the guard of Keith Krikorian, and he's now they're trading footsies here, and once again not worried by this attempt here, kind of wiping his nose and looking off into space. He doesn't seem to be too threatened here by this position. Goes in on an outside heel hook attempt, but isn't able to secure the hips, and unfortunately loses the position. Alex Hernandez looking to utilize a no-gi de la Hiva guard here. Looking to invert to the outside and maybe in on a leg. Does not have control of the knee line here. All right, and we're going to get a reset here back in the middle. No established position by either competitor. We're shaking it up. A good show of sportsmanship here between Alex Hernandez of Tennessee Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Keith Krikorian representing 10th Planet Freaks. I believe he has been recently training at the new 10th Planet Fullerton. A lot of 10th Planet gyms and Jiu-Jitsu gyms in general popping up in the Southern California area these days. Alex continues to utilize a kind of flying technique there into the butterfly guard of Keith. He seems to be telegraphing a little bit here, and Keith is able to see it coming and defending the position before it ever happens.
Reach back and get the break. There you go. There is Keith.
Keith looking to control the hips here, and is unable to, and now he loses the knee line, and we've got a reset of the position here in the middle. Keith electing to stay seated. Just a little under 2.5 minutes left here, and the first round of our the first match of our second round of the 155-pound tournament. All right, so a little recap of the results that we've had here in the first round. Keith Krikorian, our returning 155-pound champion, submitted Doug Williams in the first match of our first round. In the second match of our first round, Alex Hernandez of Tennessee Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, who is currently rolling, took a overtime victory over Corey Brokaw of Rising Phoenix. After that, we had Pierre-Olivier Leclerc, who put Sean French to sleep with a belly-down rear naked choke. At the bottom of our left side of the bracket, we had Jordan Hawley take a heel hook victory over Kirk Huff. I'm a bit interested here in the action, so I'm going to stop my recap of the results. Alex doing a really good job of making sure that Keith is unable to control that knee line. That seems to be a strong theme that we're talking about here today in my commentary, but it's subspectrum, and these guys go for leg locks, and that's something we're going to be talking about because that knee line is so important. If you're not able to control their hips above the knee, there's a very unlikely chance that you're going to finish that submission, and we're seeing another example of that right here. Alex Hernandez is not able to control the knee line of Keith Krikorian. His hips are low on the leg, and because of that, he's probably not going to finish from that position, but he looks to stay in there and continue to penetrate and get deeper and deeper. Just about 15 seconds left to go here in our first match of the second round of our 155-pound tournament. It looks like we're going to go to overtime. In our second round, we will still be utilizing the EBI overtime rules, just one round of EBI overtime. Shot clock. Hold on a second. All right, Alex Hernandez here on the back. We just had some issues with our clock there. Alex Hernandez on the back of Keith Krikorian. He's immediately out. 2 seconds. Reset. All right, and now Keith is on the back of Alex Hernandez.
Let go, Keith. Let go. Let go. Time. Time.